my
Just
mom
pull
used
up a
to say,
chair.
"It's not boring," and it makes you who you are. I mean, you have a very specific background, and a very, very, a very rare upbringing, and that's a great thing for you.
Right, yeah. At the time, it felt painful, but now I
Yeah.
realize, wow, this was all part of the plan.
That's right.
We had that. Now, I did admire like that Magnum PI dad with the fucking just the hair coming up
Oh, yeah.
around the bottom of the shorts.
Yeah.
Like the hair was like trying to get back up to his mustache. It was like,
Yeah.
this hair has a plan.
That's
like,
right.
Fucking dude and we had to go out there and push this one dude. Glenn, his dad had that big dish, that DirecTV dish.
Oh yeah, sure.
We had to push that bitch to get the porn, so we'd have to go out there.
Oh.
And fucking, you had to earn it,
Wow. Yeah.
And we'd have to get that Cinemax and you'd fucking put your shoulder into it, or you couldn't come.
My father's an odd guy, and he sat me down.
When you get in your car, you just need to put your location in the trip planner. It recommends where you need to stop for how
You
long.
put my location in.
And he said, I think my mother told me you need to talk.
You do it.
I had three older sisters. I was the only boy. So she said, you need to talk to him. And what he told me was, he said, when you have sex with a woman, you need to make her desire you. So you enter her. He just skipped all the, how it works. He just said, you enter her a little bit. You just barely touch her. And then you come out and you withhold. He was Mexican and he had a weird sort of traditional. He'd say, and then you make her beg and beg.
Oh.
And then you go in again and you go only a little bit and then you just come out again. And you keep withholding until she can't stand it.
Right.
And only then you really penetrate her and she'll come like a rocket. He taught me how to make a woman come.
Yeah.
He wasn't wrong.
No.
He wasn't wrong.
Definitely not
But
wrong.
I think you need to tell a little kid some other shit.
Some different things, yeah.
Before you get to how to make a middle-aged woman come.
Right.
Yeah, that's
You know what I
crazy.
mean?
Yeah.
Oh, you're right.
That's what he was like. He was very narcissistic and
Wow. Yeah,
who taught you about sex? I mean, did you have? I'm asking the same question. A mentor?
Yeah, thanks for asking, man. My dad was 70 when I was born, so my dad was an older guy.
Yeah.
And so he would always tell me he had dated chicks' grandmothers that were in my class and stuff like that. And he would show me poems that he had written, and they.
Chad, I know you're gonna feel like what I'm about to say has nothing to do with the conversation, but I promise you, it's in some way it ties in. This is why I want y'all to be confident when you talk to women, and when you're cold approaching, and when you're just talking, bro. You're just being a human, and this is why it's okay to be vulnerable. It's okay to go up to that girl and say, "Hey, can I get your number? I got nervous earlier, and I got fidgety, and I was looking for a pen, and I don't even know what I was thinking, but I don't know. You're real beautiful. You made me a little nervous. If you're comfortable, if not, I understand complete. It's okay to be honest and say what you need to say. Say what you need to say. Honestly, though, Chad. Honestly. And the thing about it is, you will never, ever, and never say never. Cool. But you will never, ever get to control how someone takes something. You can go through life being a people pleaser. I'm not talking about family. Exclude family and friends. Family and friends, sometimes you gotta be a good friend. And you gotta go along with your friend and do what he wants to do. Maybe he's into watching a boxing ring or ordering a fight online. And you and him watch the fight for the night. I'd rather be on some go-karts or some four-wheelers. But if my man wants to watch the fight, tonight we watch the fight. The fight is important to him, it's important to me. That's not the same thing. That's not people pleasing. That's being a good friend. Doing things and being respectful and watching your tone when you're talking to your grandma. That's not people pleasing. Don't connect the two that don't belong connected. That's being a good grandson. That's being a respectful man. That's being a good person. That's not what we're talking about. We're talking about sometimes y'all get so caught up in your own head. Oh, how's she gonna take it? Oh, she might think I'm thirsty. Oh, she might think I don't get girls. There's so much unaccounted for thoughts you have, and unbacked all of these things you're thinking she might think about you, you think she might feel, it's all unaccounted for. None of it is a fact. None of it is a proof. None of it is anything more than how that person chooses to see it. And that's the part you need to understand. You will not ever be able to rewrite how someone sees something. People don't even see things from people they truly love and they know they're loved by. They don't even see those things the right way all the time. The reason why I say that is because as I hear Louis C.K. saying what his pops told him about, I look at that and I see someone who was trying to instill and be a father the best way he knew how. Maybe his great granddad wasn't the best. So what I'm saying is, let's say if Louis C.K. looks at that as, that was horrible. I can't believe he did that to me. I can't believe he confused me. That's how he took it. Or maybe he looks at it, man, that was just Pop being a good Pop, trying to love upon me, trying to guide me in the right decision, in the right steps, so I can be the man when it comes to me and my lady. That's one way to look at it. The thing about when you confront a woman, when you're trying to court a woman, let her take it how she takes it, bro. If you can accept that early in life, I promise you there's no telling where you're going. If you can accept, let people take it how they take it. Someone opens the door for you and they're standing there and something happens and all of a sudden you walk out and they think, oh, he should have said thank you. Let people take it how they take it. You don't got to sit there and explain, oh no, what happened was I was actually going to come outside, but you two were talking. You two are in the way of the door. You're talking. I was waiting for you to come in, and when y'all didn't come in and you were still holding the door, I said, all right, let me just slip right by. So I slipped right by. So actually, you didn't do me no favor. If anything, I did you a favor. You were in my way. You don't have to do that. You don't have to. Hey, listen, earlier when that happened, what I meant was I didn't mean to come across the. You don't have to do that all the time. If you feel the need to do that and go the extra mile, maybe do that for people who you know love you the way you love them. But doing that for the world, let people take it how they take it. Just let it go. Once it's come out of your lips, from your lips to his ears, and he knows your intentions and he knows your heart. That's it. If a woman takes it the wrong way, I'm not talking about being disrespectful. I'm talking about, you're trying to get to know her. She thinks you're thirsty. Cool. No problem. Not the one for you. Keep it moving. Let her take it how she takes it. She's only going to see it the way she sees it. There's no way around it. There's no way around it. One day she might say, oh man, he was actually just doing what men should do. Men should approach women when they find them attractive. Maybe it takes her years to get that. Maybe it takes her months. If she happens to see it right now, like, oh, that was inappropriate, whatever. Just let people run with whatever narrative they want to run with.
On paper, that was like disintegrating. Like
it's so exhausting. Chat, it's exhausting.
About romance.
It's exhausting trying to fix everything.
So he was teaching me about
and be
romance,
understood. There you go. Don't worry about being
One
understood.
time I saw him. I think he had cancer or something, but he was walking down the hall and I thought he was going to have
the misunderstanding of Lauryn Hill.
We were at her house. She had a nice house, and she made all this beef brisket or whatever. I'd never even seen it. It blew my fucking mind.
Yeah. Just were your parents married?
They were married till I was 7, and then they got divorced.
And did he have kids before the other women?
Yeah.
Okay.
He had 3 other children.
Okay, so now you're how old?
I'm maybe at this point I was probably 12.
And you saw him somewhere and he had another girlfriend.
Yeah. And she let us stay at her house.
You only ever had bologna and cola cuts or something.
Oh, I'd never had brisket.
No, of course not.
I mean, I never even could have imagined it. And then he was walking down the hall, and I thought he was going to have sex. It was at nighttime, and I would sleep on the living room couch. Mm-hmm. And then he literally, he was sick, and he defecated all over himself, and it was one of the scariest and craziest things that ever happened. Because I remember watching him and thinking, wow, my dad's going
getting old.
like be with this lady, you know, and she was like wealthy, and I don't even know why she even liked us, but she did. And then he was sick, you know, and then I was so afraid to try to go to help or anything because he was like, he had cancer and he was getting real sick. I didn't know.
Wow.
But it was anyway, that story took kind of a weird turn, but
What did you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
You know what song that sounds like?
But, yeah.
it was like a moment where there was just a lot of life at
But
once.
so, one interesting way you put it is you say what you know why she liked us. So you and your dad were like a unit. You were like a team. Like so, when he left your mom,
what you
when your mom and
say?
him divorced, you went with dad.
No, I stayed with my mom, but I always felt like my dad was just more loving.
Yeah,
My mom has like kind of like an emotional kind of autism, like she can't
Yeah.
like show you affection, kind of.
that's hard. Yeah,
Yeah.
And,
There's a lot of parents like that. It's hard.
Yeah. Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
So it was just kind of like, but she's a hard worker and stuff. But anyway, it was so then, and I was kind of infatuated by my dad because nothing he did, he was older, so everything was off a little. It didn't
Yeah.
make sense.
Mhm.
And it was kind of, I think it was more fascinating, you know, being
Yeah.
around him.
Yeah, I felt that way about my dad a little bit because he wasn't like any of my friends' dads. He was a strange guy. He was
Alright.
Mexican and
Did he
very
look
serious
Mexican?
dude. Yeah, a bit like a European Mexican. You know,
Yeah.
there's a lot of different kinds of Mexicans.
Yeah.
I lived there till I was about 7.
Oh, nice.
But yeah, he was weird. So I kind of I was fascinated by him, but he didn't show much interest. I just remember him always looking at his eye level. Like he didn't look down at me much. I just always looked up at his face, and he was looking that way.
Wow.
And
What does
it's-
that do to you?
Well, it's hard, but I feel more bad for him because he was alone up there. I didn't think about that. I do now because
Yeah.
he's very very old and in a chair like this, and he's alone. No, we don't go see him much. Me and my sisters.
Yeah.
And my mom, I mean, when she died, and in her last year of life, when she was, we were like there, and kept her in our houses and took care of her till the last second. She had us all around her,
Yeah.
never alone, because she was a loving person. She, you wanted to be with her.
Oh, wow.
But my dad was all fucked up in his own head, and he was, I mean, narcissism is like it's a sickness.
Yeah.
And it's isolating. It's very sad. I
Yeah.
feel bad for him. Now I'm not able to feel bad for him because he was. It was painful to be his kid, physically and mentally. So,
Yeah.
but I'm past that. 55 years. It takes a long time to,
Were you
feel the
surprised how long it
sequence.
took to get past that kind of stuff? Because I find it's interesting. A lot of our audience is like kind of guys that kind of like are still figuring things out. It's kind of like a lot of
Yeah.
late bloomers,
Yeah.
I think, and no judgment to any of the listeners, but yeah, I think a lot of young men are stuck in this time where it's like, yeah, it's almost like you're figuring your shit out, your parents' shit out. It's like it's almost come to like this kind of like curve in the pipe where it's like we got to kind of figure this shit out in here.
Yeah, I think that's right, and I think it's hard. I don't think you can rush it. I think
Yeah.
it happens later because something comes loose. It just does. It's nothing you can figure out. It's nothing where you can go, oh. I mean, you think about it once in a while. And also you spend a lot of life avoiding it, right? So, like when I was a young dad and stuff, I just pushed my dad away. I just didn't want to think about it. So I just decided he didn't matter anymore for years. And like when I was little, I remember he was spanking me once, which is now to me a really odd thing, is a man's hand spank that fucking bare ass
Yeah,
of a
yeah.
child, a little bony. I can't fathom it now.
Yeah, put pants
As a
on
grown-
that kid.
Yeah. What are you doing? It's really gay and weird and upsetting.
yeah.
But I remember being spanked so fucking hard. Like it was like blackout spank. Like I can't handle this. And I remember
Wow.
thinking to myself, I think I was about 9. I thought the day I get a wallet, like that was the magical thing.
Yeah.
The day I get a wallet
Right.
that money in it and cards and that set of keys, the second I have that, I ain't never gonna look at this person again. In my
Wow.
life. I'm getting away from this guy. As soon as I have those, that's all you need.
So you had a lot. It really.
Yeah, I really didn't like being around him. And my
Right.
mother divorced him when I was 10. So then I had a lot of years just
Away.
with mom where he was around and he would ask for attention sometimes, and I wasn't afraid of him anymore, but he made me uncomfortable. I didn't like being around him.
Right.
And there's a lot of good things about my dad, and I
I'm
always,
sure there is.
Yeah, totally.
You know, and
Yeah.
Created you.
he did, and he also
He did.
devoted a lot of life to, you know, he was Mexican, and
Glory to God.
our family in Mexico, they do okay, and they have some influence, and they have, you know, he had a better life there, but he moved to America. It's sort of the opposite of most immigrants, that he went from Mexico, where he was pretty well established, to America, where he had no tools to survive, and where he didn't get the culture. But he did it because my mom was the strong one in the family. My mom worked really hard, and she raised us and supported us.
Wow.
So he is picking my mom instead of somebody in Mexico, and that's how I got to be in the
Here.
land of opportunity. Yeah,
It's interesting.
yeah,
Yeah, it's interesting, man. How a lot of times it's a previous generation had to kind of take an L and had to like really
that's right.
so
Some
that
people have
you
to
could
do
have
that.
it. You know,
It's hard to imagine. Imagine that in your own life.
Could
I'm
not
gonna
imagine.
do something shitty.
Right.
Ugh.
I'm gonna move to Toledo so my son can.
Nah,
Yeah.
fuck you,
Yeah.
kid. Good
Right.
luck. I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna go to Vegas and just keep trying to win.
Yeah, I'd rather sell my ass on the internet.
Yeah,
than
fuck that.
take my chances.
But I went through years of like not wanting to think about him, and then once in a while I would check in with him and see maybe we have something, and he'd feel the same, and I got to want it, and he didn't even seem interested sometimes, and that was shitty. But then, and my mom meanwhile took care of him. After they divorced, she kept, because he was kind of a mess. And I learned from that, from watching my mom do all the way to the end. You know, my mom, when she was dying, she provided for him and stuff, and I learned about her from that. And I asked her about it, because she had no reason to be with the guy anymore. They had been divorced since I was 10, and now, you know, this is a few years ago. And she said, I want to send a message to him, which she's leaving him some money.
Style and substance.
What about it?
She said that
Make your point, Chubby.
He's not alone in the world. Now that I'm gone, somebody gives a shit about him, and because that's a promise she made him when she married him, and even though they divorced, she's still honored that promise, even though he didn't stay to his side or whatever. And so that helped me. Like that was a role model for me. My mom later in life. And then after she died, I was about to say left, after she left me,
Yeah.
ceasing to breathe.
Yeah, that's great. And
Yeah.
some guys probably think that.
Yeah,
Hey.
fuck you, mom.
Yeah.
I need
You'd be surprised.
Yeah.
After she died, my sister and I, who were
It's
at
just pain.
a
Misplaced.
memorial that we had for her, and he came, and neither of us had seen him for a long time.
Wow.
And we were standing in a room talking about we should where are we gonna put him so we don't have to be near him. And then he walked up with a cane, and we were both like, fuck, come here. And we sat with him, and then we had this interesting affection for him because mom is gone. She would have wanted us to be good to him, and he was so weak, and I just felt bad for him, and I felt a tenderness for him. So I go to see him once in a while in this place where he lives. And the last time I saw him, I let go of everything. It just all went away, and now I just feel this tenderness. I just feel so sorry for the guy. All that's left, all anger and guilt, all those bad feelings, they burn away with time. They all burn away completely.
Yeah.
And so I'm just left with. I'm sort of fascinated by him now. I look at when he he struggles to talk, and I look at his face and watch it struggle. You know, and I feel for him. You know, anyway, long answer. Sorry, but
No, but it's kind of a beautiful answer. It's about how life is, you know. It's like it's funny when you go back to see like kind of the dragon, whatever the dragon is, and time has affected it and it's changed. And
yeah,
you're
it's
like,
all time. It's gonna. I mean, for your listeners that are struggle with it, it's like you can't rush it, and it's okay if you have blocks and stuff. You'll. I mean, you can trust yourself a little bit. You know what I mean? You'll get there. You'll get there when it's time.
Yeah, I think I had a lot of like I was ashamed of my dad a lot. I think because of his age, and so I think for a while I had some issues with that. But even over time, that kind of went away. You notice how I would kind of like probably look at him, or I would introduce him to people as my grandfather. There's little things that it's like, you know, I start to think, well, I wonder how that affected him, or I don't know. It's interesting, man. I just love all that kind of stuff, like how people relate to one another, and and especially from our parents growing up.
Did you wish you had a dad like other kids' dads that were like younger and stronger and more dad-like, or more...
A little bit, but then like one dude's, you know, his dad like held up the ready-made with a shotgun for pills, you know. So it was like, my dad just like bought a Cutlass, like a Delta 88. Remember those cars?
Yeah, sure. I remember them well. Yeah.
And pull one up, Zach.
Long car.
Yeah, it was. Oh yeah. Well, he had a
long kind of rectangular car, wasn't it?
Well, some of the early ones were. He had a good LTD too for a while.
Yeah, those were fucking. They just that hood.
Oh.
You could just live on that hood.
It was so warm in there. There were always like 4 cats in there.
Yeah, sure.
And they would stay in while we drove somewhere. Like it was like.
They would stay in even when you started the car.
They were comfortable.
Oh,
where were they at?
Cars like that.
Oh, I feel like you get 6 blocks and you're pregnant in that bitch.
Yeah, that was a dad car when I was a kid. But then when I was in high school, everybody would have those. Like kids would have those. And they'd spray paint them, whatever, you know, with cans of spray paint.
Yeah.
And they were like badass fucking cars.
Right.
I mean, the bumper is like this thick and it's pure steel.
It was
Yeah.
fucking
It was like made of iron, that car.
Oh, they were so good.
About 3 miles to the gallon.
My dad bought his off a couple like brothers that lived around the corner in our neighborhood. And so it had like these big speakers in it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so he would drive, and he couldn't even hear, right? They had like 22s in the trunk. And so he would be listening to like Paul Harvey and like whatever that is, NPR or something.
Yeah.
It was with
NPR?
or maybe it's just Paul Harvey. What is that?
Yeah, I don't even know who that is. But...
Good Day. Remember that guy on the radio?
Oh, yeah, okay.
Or maybe it was like Rush Limbaugh, right?
Oh, he listened to Rush. Okay, Rush Limbaugh and NPR are very different.
Oh, they are? So
Yeah.
he would listen to Rush Limbaugh or those guys. And then it would be like, but it would be with bass, right?
Uh-huh.
Like, so he would just be driving around, fucking listening to like insane, like.
With a real bottom to it. Rush Limbaugh.
It was unbelievable. And he always had like this his car was just stacked with just bullshit. Cause my dad got this job like going to like, he would go to college and sign people up for credit cards, like that guy or whatever. And that was one of the first places he would take me there with him when I was like 11 or 12. He even let me drive him because he was fucking like, you know, at that point he's 82.
Wow.
So as soon as I was about like 5, maybe 6 or 7, he let me drive him over there. And then I would stand on the table and like bark at people to come over and get the credit card thing.
Yeah.
And I think maybe that's where some of like my first semblance of like getting on stage or like saying stuff or whatever kind of came from.
Crowd work.
But yeah, that kind of stuff.
Oh, public
man,
speaking.
I love thinking about growing up and what happened and how it affects us now.
Hope you enjoyed the video, and you can watch it.
That's why you're a great podcaster.
You can watch this one.
You do love thinking about the past in a good way. You, Coco Diaz, you guys enjoy just bringing up a bunch of the past and just, what am I doing? I blocked the wrong thing. Excuse me.
It's not going to matter what magazine says about me. It's not going to matter what TV show says I'm a bad influence on youth. It's really about continuing to just follow my dreams and passions, just be myself and share my voice. I was in college and I was working 6-7 days a week, and if I was by myself not studying, I was probably watching porn. And it was like, yeah, I like it, and yeah, I can get off, but I felt like there was a creative component missing, and I also had, you know, different ideas of what sex was, and I felt sick. You know what I mean? I felt sick to my stomach. I'm like, yeah, I'm not supposed to think this way. I was the oldest out of all my friends to lose their virginity. I was 16 and a half. I know that's funny, but like I was...
Weren't they all?
Senior in high school. I kind of had this very male-driven mentality.
You
like,
were 16 and a
I
senior?
don't love a boy to have sex with him, but at the same time I was so conflicted internally. Like I didn't know, like, how do I go about doing that and just feel safe and feel like I'm in control. So for me, getting in the business was a way to continue exploring those things safely, but then also I kind of just had this awakening, and I started to really understand the sexual revolution that I so idealized. It doesn't matter what you say to your parents. No parent wants their kid doing porn. I
Right.
didn't tell them until I had been here for 2 weeks. It's like, I want to get down there and get
Established.
started
Yeah.
and then tell them. And my mom...
Then they won't talk you out of it. Well, they can,
Catholic.
but you started.
So that's where the guilt comes from. And my dad was just like, follow your goals and don't fuck up. And it was like, it was all in the subtext, like, I'm gonna be really fucking disappointed if you fuck up and do something stupid and make the wrong mistakes. I showed a series of photos to my literary agent in 2007, and I had been taking photographs on set and just document my environment each day.
Yeah.
They were just like for me to look back on when I was older.
That was
for
smart.
me, it was about self-examination in these
Business.
self-portraits.
That was smart for
Some of them
business.
look more like a documentary-style photo, but they were completely conceived of. And it's funny because you could say like, no, that's totally candid, right? No, it's not. Or this
That's
totally looks
interesting.
like something post-sex. No, it's not. I think what for me is kind of important is that it leaves people guessing. I think it shows misconceptions about the adult industry that don't apply to everybody. Right now, I'm really focusing on proving myself as an actor.
Yeah.
So while going out and looking for roles, the thing that keeps me really going
In movies, chat.
and motivated
In
is
real movies, not film, not adult
when I'm not
film.
working, because that's when you want it the most, and that's when you're hungry, and that's when you want to like stand up and fucking scream and say, I can do this.
Take me
So
serious,
my
yeah.
friend and our writing partner Anthony is coming into town today, and we're gonna have a 3-day writing workshop. So it's really about
I like
creating
that.
opportunities for myself.
Right. That's a good idea. Have a bunch of people from the community,
Started making music,
fly them out,
and we ended up putting
work
it
on
on
scripts,
MySpace
episodes.
without my name. People liked it, so we're like, okay, what happens when we put SASHA Gray as part of it? And of course,
What just happened? That just happened while I'm live? And it's not even gonna come back up. It did it by itself, but it won't pop back up by itself. Okay. That just happened. Bear with me, chat. Why do I keep clicking the wrong one?
In 19...
You gotta be kidding me. Chat, everything just disappeared. I don't know where I'm at. Yeah, I don't know what to tell you.
Are you sober now?
Yeah.
Good for
7
you,
months
man.
left.
Chat. I mean, literally, I just spent the last 30 minutes getting all my videos together in order. And now, all of them disappeared. All the old videos that I already clicked off.
long is super...
It's crazy.
Going back.
I'm really about to just...
Kicking big shit with my...
frustrating.
Wake up! You're hiding, huh? I know that. Wake up! Mama, wake up!
I just lost my whole catalog. We had like 15 videos for the next 4 hours. Gone. Or 3 hours. Gone. All that time. 40 minutes putting videos together. It's my fault. There ain't nobody to blame but me. I have hundreds of tabs open. Computer can only take so much.
Mama, stop it now! Stop, Mama!
And where exactly do you live, Mr. Dawson?
Well, right now my address is the RMS Titanic. After that, I'm on God's good humor.
And how is it you have means to travel?
I work my way from place to place, you know, tramp steamers and such. But I won my ticket on Titanic here in a lucky-handed poker. A very lucky hand.
All life is a game of luck.
A real man makes his own luck. Right, Dawson?
And you find that sort of rootless existence appealing, do you?
Well, yes, ma'am, I do. I mean, got everything I need right here with me. Got air in my lungs and a few blank sheets of paper. I mean, I love waking up in the morning not knowing what's gonna happen or who I'm gonna meet, where I'm gonna wind up. Just the other night I was sleeping under a bridge, and now here I am on the grandest street in the world having champagne with you fine people. I'll take some more.
Frank, your father is dead. I'm sorry. I didn't want to say anything because that's close to home. You fell down some steps at Grand Central Station trying to catch a train. I didn't want to be the one to tell you.
You wanted, right? You said I could talk to him. Carl, who are you to say something like that, huh? Who are you to say something like that? You said I could talk to him.
And he broke his neck. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry.
Oh, I'm gonna be sick. Oh, you're I'm gonna be sick.
I'm gonna attempt to be honest here. I mean, my reputation's being destroyed, so I might as well lay the cards on the table. Senator Brewster, if you hadn't gone too far overboard, if you hadn't put the red-hot iron in my side, I might have been willing to take a shellacking in this publicity spree of yours. I might have been willing to sit back and take a certain amount of abuse, simply because, well, I'm only a private citizen, whereas you are a senator with all sorts of powers. But I think this goddamn circus has gone on long enough.
Quite sufficient.
You have called me a liar, sir, in the press. You have called me a liar and a thief and a war prophecy.
Witness will restrain his
Why not tell the truth for once, Senator? Why not tell the truth that this investigation was really born on the day that TWA first decided to fly to Europe? On the day that TWA first invaded Juan Tripp's territory?
Sit down, Mr.
On the day that TWA first challenged the generally accepted theory that only Juan Tripp's great Pan American Airways had the sacred right to fly the
We're
Atlantic.
not here to make a speech.
I know you have to come here, but now that you're here, what do you want?
You want the truth? Value.
You know, if you lied, you would have an easier time getting what you wanted.
What's that say about what you do for a living?
Chat, are y'all ready for IRLs?
Look, I'm having panic attacks, alright?
If I start IRLs
I puked in a trash bag
this
on the way
week,
over here. I haven't slept for fucking weeks.
are y'all gonna show
Yeah,
up?
That's true, alright? I said something fucking true. I want some fucking pills, and you're gonna what? You're gonna close my file? Is that what you're gonna do?
I know.
I thought I was supposed to tell the truth here, if
are.
only fucking
You
here.
are,
Right,
yes,
and a guy
okay.
comes in here against every instinct of privacy, of self-reliance that he has, and what do? What do you do, hon? You send him off on the street to score smack? Is that what you do? You're fucking ridiculous. Two pills? Great. Why don't you just give me a bottle of scotch and a handgun to blow my fucking head off? Are we done here with this psychiatry bullshit?
what? You can
What the
leave.
fuck did I just put myself through? I'm fucking out of here. And what if that was a legitimate threat? Think about it, fucking hotshot. Where's Commander Zero?
I am Captain Rambo.
Right. Right, I've seen your films, huh? I'm looking for Commander Zero, huh?
He's inside. You talk to me. You are here to help us in our struggle against the government.
I'm here to do business with Commander Zero, all right? You all the men, huh? You all the men. Yes, huh?
Hey, I'm talking to you. Stop. Commander Zero. Hey, I go kill you, eh?
It's fine, huh? It's fine. Commander Zero! Commander Zero!
Mr. Shah, come here. You get something for me?
You said get something for me, huh?
You bring the plane come first.
Are you crazy? You get for pay me first for them. This no fine, huh? It's no fine.
This no more you get. Who win?
You know, boys, then can use one Orat and AK them against them government troop and then new weapons them, huh?
Maybe I could just kill you and take away what you bring.
And get one more dead body instead of aeroplane way full with grenade launchers. Sometime I go to them government, huh? Then government at least then go pay me, huh?
Wait, my friend. This is the thing you want? Yeah. So many, I don't know what to do with them all. Hey, Acha, next time you bring something like this, I want to see Baywatch.
What?
The all new, all electric.
So many, he doesn't know what to do with them all. Blood diamonds.
He's fucking insane. Do you know what the definition of insanity is?
No. Do you?
Yes, it's the inability to relate to another human being.
That's not what it is. Well, insanity, I guess you're using it in a different way.
April! April!
You really are a wonderful talker. If black could be made into white by talking, you'd be the man for the job. So now I'm crazy because I don't love you, right? Is that the point?
No, wrong! You're not crazy, and you do love me. That's the point, April.
But I don't. I hate you. You were just some boy who made me laugh at a party once, and now I loathe the sight of you. In fact, if you come any closer, if you touch me or anything, I think I'll scream.
Come on, stop this, April.
Fuck you, April! Fuck you and all your hateful...
What are you gonna do now? Are you gonna hit me to show me how much you love me?
Don't worry, I can't be bothered. You're not with the trouble with taking.
She's dead wrong.
Empty, hollow shell of a woman. I mean, what the hell are you doing in my house if you hate me so much?
Right.
Why the hell are you married to me?
Right.
What the hell are you doing carrying my child? I mean, why didn't you just get rid of it when you had the chance? Because listen to me, I got news for you. I wish to God that you had.
My belief that when a man becomes a part of this bureau,
What movie was that? I didn't pay attention.
and unofficially, as to eliminate even the slightest possibility.
Chat, one of the most important decisions you'll make in this life is the woman you choose to have children with.
The ladies appreciate it.
Even more important than the choice or the decision of having children.
Sir. Perhaps you are better suited for the police
The woman you choose.
Bureau of Investigation.
Don't complain.
Been with the department of the bureau for 7 years.
She showed you who she was. We know how it goes.
You were with the old bureau 7 years, and that
Very rarely is it a one night stand and it was an accident. Very rarely.
Lay your palms flat on that tabletop. If you lift those palms off that turtle shell tabletop, listen, I'm just gonna let loose both barrels that sawed off.
What a great scene.
There's been a lot of lies said around this dinner table here tonight, but that you can't believe. Mr. Moody, would you be so kind as to collect the pistol hanging off these boys' hips here?
He really cut himself right here. He was really bleeding. He cut himself on the glass when he smacked it. He kept acting. He stayed in character. Sometime I'm sure they stopped it because I don't think he really smears his blood on her.
You were just getting ready to make me a proposition about being here. Am I right? Bring it out here.
Been a lot of lies. Great acting.
Show ass in that. Lay your hand flat on that table. Shut your mouth. Dr. Schultz, in Greenville, you yourself said that for the right nigga, you'd be willing to pay what some may consider is a ridiculous amount. To which me myself said, what is your definition of ridiculous? To which you said, $12,000. Now, considering y'all have ridden a whole lot of miles, went through a whole lot of trouble, and done spread a whole lot of bull to purchase this lovely lady right here, it would appear that Broomhilda is in fact the right nigga. But if y'all want to leave Candyland with Broomhilda, the price is $12,000. And I take it you prefer the take it or leave it style of negotiation? Yes, I do, Doctor. It's not the laws of Kingston County. Broomhilda here is my property, and I can choose to do with my property whatever I so desire. And if y'all think my price for this nigga here is too steep, what I'm gonna decide to do is and be honest to death with it, right in front of both y'all. Easy, good fella. Then we can examine the 3 dimples inside Broomhilda's skull. Now, what's it gonna be, Doc? Huh? What's it gonna be? May I lift the hands off the tabletop in order to remove my pinfall? Yes, ma'am. To the man with the exceptional beard and
Even-
the unexceptional nigga.
Even her acting is great. And she's not saying a word, but her acting is money.
They're not gonna dial themselves, okay? Without you, they're just worthless hunks of plastic.
I like that name,
Like a loaded MC
Broomhilda.
agreeing to pull the trigger. And in the case of the telephone, it's up to each.
What is it again? German? She speaks German?
My highly trained Stratton.
Right? Yeah.
My killers who will not
This is a
take
German
no
name.
finance.
My fucking warriors. Who will not hang up the phone until their client
Excuse me.
survives or fucking
Excuse me.
Let me tell you something. There is no nobility in poverty. I've been a rich man and I have been a poor man, and I choose rich every fucking time.
Indeed.
Because at least as a rich man, when I have to face
Not mad at
I
it.
show up in the back of a limo wearing a $2,000 suit and a $40,000 gold fucking watch.
Hey, it's a great scene. If you're gonna show this movie, if you're gonna show a scene from this movie, I enjoyed it. Great acting. It got him an award. He didn't speak much, but great acting. Jesus. Oh, that's it. I'm thinking you're gonna go through all the movies. I would have never sped it up if it was gonna be that short. That's it. Alright. Chat. Get out. My bad, chat. I don't know what happened. I know what happened. Too many tabs. System just shut down. Exited by itself. We'll be back. Get out.